Hey, my name's Brett Bauer. I run the sauna detox group on Facebook called Smart Detox. It's the largest sauna detox group in the world, over 31,000 members. And a lot of my group members and folks on YouTube have wanted to see about what I think of these sauna blankets because it seems like an affordable solution. And I'm going to share with you the drawbacks, pros and cons of sauna blankets in this quick video. So jot down a pen and paper. And if you want to learn more, ask me questions about any specific saunas, you can just join Smart Detox on Facebook. You just have to search Facebook for Smart Detox and then click groups. That's the way you find our group. It has the most information on saunas and detox of any Facebook group in the world. And then it also has a sauna information guide with exactly what to look for in saunas, how to detox on a budget in the file section, these sort of things. So you just click Smart Detox on Facebook, search groups. Okay, so the sauna blankets. The first thing with sauna blankets to understand is that infrared does not penetrate fabric very well. Infrared is light. Infra means below, red means red light. And so it's below red light. So it's on the red spectrum, but you can't quite see it. So it's light. Well, imagine if I said a light bulb blanket, a blanket with light bulbs behind it. You'd be like, well, wait a minute. How's it putting much light through there? It's not putting much through. So it's more of a heat blanket is really what it is. Well, that's a significant distinction because when you get a lot of infrared, it actually drastically improves detoxification. So it's really just a heating blanket. And I did an entire video on the dangers of heating blankets. And I'm going to get into that just real briefly here. First concept to understand is a basic law of physics called the inverse score law. And the reason this is so important to understand and it's so useful to understand is EMFs are a big issue with saunas and with especially with these sauna blankets because EMFs are dirty electricity. You can Google it and learn more about it. In fact, Dr. Mercola says it's worse than smoking when you're exposed to EMFs. So especially electrical EMFs, which are really close to the electronics in this. And so that's a serious concern. Well, the inverse square law, the way to understand that is imagine you have a set of earbud headphones and you're rocking out to the music and the music is really loud. And then you pull the headphones out a couple inches, it's not loud at all anymore. Well, what happened? It's just 2 inches. How could the power, how did that possibly change that much in just 2 inches? Well, it's the inverse square law. So in other words, light, sound, infrared, EMFs all drop off at the square of the distance. In other words, very quickly. And so what that means is with these, which also means it increases with the square of the distance, right? And so when you're super close to the electronics, which is what you are because you're not a few inches away like you are in a sauna, you're actually literally right up against the electrical heaters and the heating pads or quote sauna blankets. And so I've seen some of these are just horribly, dangerously high in electromagnetic fields. And if you have one, you can actually test it with a meter K Amazon for about $30 on Amazon. Just need to make sure and test with the side of the meter and kind of climb in the blanket with a flashlight and test it out, and you'll see that. Then the second issue with these blankets is they're all made with toxic cheap materials. And it's just because they're just simply trying to optimize for profits and not for health. They could easily make it out of wool, 100% natural materials if they actually care about health. Well, what do we know about toxic materials? Well, what we know about toxic materials is they migrate with heat. Think about a water bottle in the fridge. It probably doesn't taste like plastic. Think about a water bottle that's been sitting in a hot car on a summer day all day. It's going to taste like plastic. Why? Because toxins migrate with heat. So in other words, whenever you have heat, it's going to migrate toxins from these petrochemical-based materials. And then what that's going to do is that's going to create basically you're the water inside the water bottle. Your body's mostly water. Now you're heating up these toxins and you're filling your body with toxins. So these sauna blankets are filled with toxins. They're filled with EMFs. And the other issue is when you're in a sauna, and I teach my group members on one of my videos on how to use saunas, which is in my group, that it doesn't matter how much you sweat, it matters how much sweat you remove. So like if you have a sauna, you don't want to just sit in the sauna like they do in Finland and just sit there and do nothing. They do other things, but you want to wipe yourself off. You want to wipe off the sweat constantly because the sweat's counterproductive in two ways. One, it absorbs toxins back into your body. Two, it cools you off. So you don't want the sweat on your body. As soon as you start to sweat, you want to towel it off. Well, unless you're like a yogi master or a super flexible little kid, how are you going to towel off from head to toe every 5 minutes while you're in a sauna blanket? It just doesn't work. So my recommendation is to avoid these because it's worse than nothing, in my professional opinion. And if you go to my group, I'll show you. If you're on a budget and can't afford a real sauna, if you can't afford a real sauna, you'll still want to go to my group and go to the file section and read the sauna buyer's guide, because a lot of saunas are cheap, mass-produced, made in China, toxic cancer boxes. Now, the one you're looking at might not look like it's cheap, made in China, toxic cancer box, but odds are 9 out of 10 times it is. And in my file section of my Facebook group, I show you what to look for in a sauna. And I also show you detox options on a budget. It's right there in the file section of my group. So what you want to do, if you're one of the folks watching this on YouTube, if you're interested in this sort of thing, if you're interested in health and wellness, then you want to join our group. And you just simply search for Smart Detox, and you got to do it now, because you know how YouTube is. You'll skip to the next video, and then the next day you'll be kicking yourself saying, "Oh my gosh, I want a sauna. I wanted that detox on a budget thing. How do I do that? And, oh, what was the name of that group?" And then you're going to kick yourself. Don't be that guy. Don't be that gal. Be the guy or person who pauses the video and types in Smart Detox on Facebook. It's a free group. Doesn't cost anything to join. We even have a free detox book in there that'll radically improve your health. Shows you exactly how to do the most effective detox protocol in the world by using a special B vitamin and sweating out the toxins. That's why it's one of the reasons our group is so popular, and a bunch of other health and wellness tips. So you just put in Smart Detox in Facebook, and then what you do is you click on the Groups tab. Groups, Smart Detox, and then it'll show up. You'll see the picture with the swimming pool and the sauna. That's our group. Sauna on the left, swimming pool on the front. You'll see our group. Click on it. Boom. There's our group. Just click join. And then, and if you have any specific questions, you can also reach out to me. I'm this guy here, the administrator of the group. My name's Brett. And just click on my profile. And then you can just click message and send me a message with your questions about saunas, detox, that sort of thing. And I'll do the best I can to help answer those. So I really sincerely hope this video helped you, and I look forward to seeing you in our group.